here. Last year, he beat Bob Belmont, another left-hander, for the title. Here he's got a chance to beat Ricky Ward to win back-to-back in Tucson.
Ricky Ward off with an impressive start.
Watching Bryan Goebel in practice, he didn't seem like he was that lined up, Mike. So
no, he didn't. But other players that did are gone. He's still here.
Oh my, that's a great shot there. And that's a good ball reaction. He's not getting the back end the other players were getting. He's going into an end-over-end roll. And here's a look at the style of Bryan Goebel. Watch how slow and deliberate the first two steps there. And now the third step, you get him started with the ball. And the last three is where he does all the work. 1, 2, and the long slide. Stays down with the shot. Really uses some muscle on the release. And here's that replay of that shot. And that's the strike.
For the quick double. Oh, and gets it right there. So an impressive beginning by Bryan Goebel.
Making it look easy.
Showing why he's won this tournament twice already and trying for back-to-back victories here.
Ricky Ward in his 10th appearance on national television on the PBA Tour. He's got one national title. This is what we expected. We expected this kind of scoring throughout the matches, but the lane condition for some reason wasn't conducive to that. The players struggled, especially Scott Alexander, Don Moser. Mark Williams had a couple of pretty good games, one very poor one, but it was still a winner. And you see Ricky Ward taking a re-rack on lane 15. Huge crowd here, Mike, and they're really excited about this. They're really into bowling in Tucson.
They certainly are. As a 35 consecutive years they've hosted a PBA event.
The only tournament that's longer on the PBA Tour, consecutive year-wise, is the Short Invitational in Las Vegas.
Through the nose, leaves the 2-4.
First real mistake he's made that I can recall, and not an easy spare. The 2-4 for the left-hander. He wants to go cross lane, use as much of the lane as he can. Use that oil in the middle of the lane, keep it from hook and throw it hard and straight.
And just as you said, Bryan Goebel now leading by 2 pins, getting up on the right lane. We see the trophy there. Top seed, as we see, 0-5 so far in 1996. Goebel trying to put an end to all that. Goebel is trying for 3 in a row here. We see other players that have won 3 times in the same bowling center. Mr. Anthony won the PBA National, in 74, 75, and 6, 81, 82, 83. Is that right, Earl?
That's right.
Then you won in Garden City 4 times. Roth won in Cleveland 4 times. You loved Waukegan. Oh, who's that guy there? And then Duke won in Cleveland 3 times.
Goebel on a 3-bagger, trying to make it 4.
And the solid 10. And as we went through that graphic there, it wasn't necessarily 1 in a row there, but they won 3 times in the same city. As we take a look at this solid 10.
Great shot, just not the good result he expected. And you see his reaction. It was one of anger and a little bit of disbelief. He made a great shot. He thought he should have got it. Cross lane at the spare. Careful.
And, oh, my goodness. Boy.
I talked to him earlier about 10-pin. He said he had trouble throughout the week. He missed 2 10-pins, which is unusual for someone of his caliber because of slipping when he shot cross lane, and he'd lose his balance, and evidently that affected his shot there.
So it's a 1-pin match. Second seed. Boy, all the odds seem to be in Ricky Ward's favor. As he gets something to work on.
Ward strikes him fifth.
And the LPBT Treasure Chess Classic tonight, 12:30 a.m. Stay up for that. Watch some good bowling tonight. This is good bowling, though, too.
Well, that was kind of derogatory, Mike. I mean, what brought that on?
I don't know. It just came in and came out. One of those
Ricky
things
Ward.
I wanted to go suck it back in, but it was gone.
Yeah, Ricky Ward with a 1-pin lead. A chance to make it 11 here on the left-hand lane. Give it some more room.
Will the 9-pin fall? No, it doesn't. So it stays a 1-pin match. Ward.
We keep waiting for him to say something. He's got that microphone on, and we're listening, but all we've got so far is a couple of grunts and an oomph. But he's trying hard. Ricky, a hard worker on the lanes, and very seldom will you see him miss a 1-pin spare.
As he has no trouble with the 9-pin. We're in the 5th frame right now. Bryan Goebel trailing by 1 pin in this match. He has 87 in the 4th. So a little repair work here. The players all have their little ditty bags that they carry around with them with tape and everything else in there, and he must have dropped that shot at the 10-pin Earl. Decided he needed another piece of tape. Fifth frame. Well, it's set right in the pocket right there. Ricky Ward changing seats. And we see that the PBA moves over to ABC Saturday, March the 9th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We wish good luck to Chris and Bo. They've been doing that telecast, it seems like, for a lot of years, over 20 years. Our next ESPN telecast, March the 15th, 8 o'clock, the Greater Albany Senior Open. Double to take the lead back. Gets the wall shot.
Well, Bryan Goebel, I said, Bryan, you know, you've always done so well bowling against the lefties and coming up, and he says, you know, I've only led one other tournament, but I won that one. So he says, I'm 1 for 1 from the #1 position. This is going to be 2 for 2.
Confident.
That's confident. So, remember, this is going to be Goebel pin lanes. A few minutes here.
Lane 16. 6th frame.
But what's not going to
So we got 4 frames left as the crowd roars on right in our ear. And right now Goebel leads by 9 pins, but Ward can change all that if he can double here in the 7th frame.
Watch how long this push away is. Nice and free and easy. Just lets it fall. Lets the ball do the work.
Solid 6.
Well, his last 3 shots on lane 15, he's been high on the head pin, gave it room for the wall shot, came back high on the head pin, made an adjustment off that for the 6 pin. So he keeps moving around on the lane, but not getting the result he wants. And he's going to run out of frames here if Goebel can catch a couple more strikes.
Bryan Goebel very good at taking advantage of opportune times in games. This seems like that type of situation right now.
He likes to bowl in these situations. He really likes, he enjoys the pressure situations. That's high. Look out.
Ooh, he breaks the split down, leaves only the 610. It seems like the ball on lane 16 before was hooking like that, but roll out of the pocket, and that one didn't. That one just
That one got around the side of more. He got more side rotation on it. And when you get more side rotation, the ball won't roll out. It'll continue down the lane farther because it's spinning, and then it'll grip the lane and continue to hook through the head pin. And I think that's a result of putting that extra tape in the thumb hole. Keeps his thumb in longer, makes him spin the ball.
Well, he missed 1 spare already this game, but not the second one. Hits both pins with the ball. So we move to the 8th frame. The different 7 pins. Bryan Goebel has them. Still anybody's match.
Yeah, advantage here would go to the player that can load up in the 9th frame at this point, because what's going to happen here is Bryan Goebel gets to finish first. So he's going to try to get the strike in the 8th, but Ricky Ward, if he can go 8-9, I think would have the advantage.
Gets the light hit. Fills the frame.
It's a great match here, huh?
Maintains the 7-pin lead. Ward looks up at the score. Waiting for him to say something into that microphone, but he's quiet as anything. Lined up.
This has been his good lane right here.
Still is.
Remember, that's the lane he finishes on, and that's why I say if he can strike in the 9th, the advantage goes to Ricky Ward because he finishes on his best lane, lane 16, the one he has struck on every time so far in this match.
We see they bowled twice in match play. Ward won one, Goebel the other. Right now, the difference 7 pins, 2 frames to go. Ricky Ward trails, but can take the lead if he strikes in the 9th frame.
This is the shot of the day right here for Ricky Ward.
Oh,
boy.
That's the lane that's done it to him.
about this. What did he say there? Did you hear that?
Something about, I don't know about this lane or something. I couldn't catch it all.
Tough spare here. He's got to make it to stay in the match, Earl.
Yeah, the bucket, the left-hander's bucket, the 3-5, 6-8.
6-9.
6-9, excuse me. The 8 would really make it tough.
Yes, it would. See, you're even thinking like a right-hander now.
Right.
I'll tell you what. Bryan Goebel working on a strike, leading by 7, can put this match away.
Strike here, and then any kind of a mark in the 10th would do the job. This would be the shot right here.
It's there. Well, he knew it.
He can handle the lefties, can't he? Huh?
That's not over yet.
Not over yet. You're right. Here's another look at that shot, and watch how far he gets it out on the lane. This is what you call protecting the shot, keeping it in play, making sure it doesn't hook early. And he did that. He got good rotation on the ball. His reaction, of course, was out of sight. He was down on his knees praying for that 7-pin to fall, and it did.
So a mark wins it for him?
A good count, Mark. Yeah, that'll do it. Almost any count, and Mark will do it. Stay clean.
Yeah, but Mark ain't up.
Ooh, gave it a lot of room. All right, here we are. Back to that 10-pin that he missed.
He missed it in the 4th frame on this lane.
Same lane. And believe me, he's remembering that right now.
So if he makes it, he's in the 220s. If he misses it, he finishes with 212, and Ricky could double in the 10th and win.
This time.
He ran it out.
All right, stay behind the foul line. Keep the ball in the lane. We got a winner. Ricky Ward gave it his best effort.
Bryan Goebel with a strike will finish with 224 in his 3rd Tucson Open Championship. One happy man right there. Ricky Ward just finishing up the string, but with class. Bryan Goebel receiving congratulations. Ricky had his chances in this match, Earl.
No question. And he made some good shots when he had to. Some of them didn't strike for him. And then he made in the 9th frame, which to me was the turning point in the match, the bucket. When he left that, he had to strike in the 9th to have any chance at all. Couldn't convert that, and it just didn't work out for him today. But Ricky Ward will be around a long time. He'll win some more tournaments.
There's the double. He was working so hard for it, but he just couldn't bowl them all on this lane.
Well, he's thrown 6 balls on the right-hand lane and struck on every one of them. His trouble came on lane 15.
Yep. So he can go 7 for 7 on the right lane, huh? 8 strikes in this match and lose. And leaves the 6-pin to finish with 217.
Score is 24-17.